What is up, my kings, my queens, my royals in between? I'm Lord Rosnell. This is Pokemon Radical Red. And if you missed last episode, you missed us find out that we have even more hoops to jump through to make it to Koga. So apparently we need to, I don't know how many gym leaders we need to rematch, but it suggested we at least rematch some of them. It was very not specific, so I don't even know. But I did some off-stream grinding. Everybody's up to level cap, which is 68 for whatever reason. I made sure to teach Psyduck or Golduck here Surf, so that way it'll actually have like a quality water move that will like go with his whole setup, and then everybody else is still kind of going. I honestly don't remember what Brock's deal was in here. I know we checked him out when we first came in here. I'm not a fan of the Sandstorm, to say the very least, but we're gonna figure it all out. Either way, if you end up enjoying the content, definitely drop a like and a sub. It'll let me know I'm doing a good job, and let the algorithm know I'm doing a good job. Then you'll get to see more content like this. So more fan-made Pokemon games, or fan-made games in general. I'm eventually gonna do more. We got some Souls-like content. We got some retro content. We got a little bit here for everybody. But 3 levels up on just on his very first Pokemon. Boosting attack makes me sad. Psychic and Surf, technically both. I think Surf is what, 80? I think 80 power? Nope. If I remember correctly. Nope, they're both 90. Okay. Well, neither one gives me more of a stab. Neither one gives me more of a thing. I'm gonna go with the Psychic to try and get a special down. Or one shot. One shot works for me. And that raises special attack, which is huge. So anything that comes out that is weak to Psychic or water, gonna probably be in for a hurting. Aerodactyl's good. I think Aerodactyl is his Mega. Sure is. So long as he doesn't have an electric move, I think I should be fine. You know what? You go ahead and use Dragon Dance. I'm fine with this. Oh, wait. Do you become Heart Dragon? That might make things awkward. Nope. Alright. +1 to special is not enough. But if I can survive and hit this next Surf, I think I should be okay. Though, an attack up on him... Ah, damn. That's a shame. That's a shame. Tuesday's good. Had Shoney's? Ooh, nice. I've never had Shoney's before, but I've heard good things about it. Alright, if you're running Stone Edge... Okay, we know the Duck went first. We know the... Well, no, the Duck... Wait, the Duck did not go first. Is there... 162. We got anything significantly higher than 162? No, we don't. Okay. In that case, I'm going to throw out something that should be able to possibly tank the damage. If we're going to go second anyways, might as well go with what works for us. Heyo, Dark Hunter, how's it going? How is your Tuesday? How you been? Hopefully, if you've been to the doctor recently, you've at least gotten some better news. Alright, Aerodactyl down. The Mega's gone, so that's huge. That's a big help. That was the ace too, so he brought that out quick. Alright, we're gonna run Avalanche again. Earthquake shouldn't kill. Actually, no, we're halfway health. That's probably gonna kill. Oh no! Shots in the neck? Yeah, I feel like I've heard similar things that they would do for that. I'm sure that would probably help out a good bit. Alright. I think I should be fine. One of these days, I'll actually be able to hit shift gears. Ah, damn. I was hoping I was going to be fast enough. Alright. Here, I'm going to send out the Burb. Hope that the Burb is faster. We're just going to go for Dragon Claw. Should have went for Crab. You know what? This is fine. Alright, defense down, speed up, which that's whatever. I guess we go Shadow Ball. Special attack up. Oh, I'm assuming Meteor Beam is a 2-turn thing, and it's Barry made to go. Okay, I think I understand what happened there. Okay, well, that's fine. Now we can send out the boom. But I'll see the doc that one, the MRI tomorrow to see. Okay, all right. Well, that's good. You having Ice Beam isn't a surprise. Ooh, wait. Didn't you juice up all of your powers? Apparently not enough. Baby, multi-attack's gonna kill. So that'll essentially put me down 4, put him up 3, because I'm assuming Frostbite's gonna take me out if I was gonna say if Sandstorm doesn't. All right, we're gonna send out Killer Croc only because I know he's gonna be the weakest option here, and we got 3 to go with just the 2 that we have. Ooh, I do not love that, so I'm gonna go Will-O-Wisp in the hopes that, yeah, I was gonna say, in the hopes that you're going to juice up. Yeah, well, your 1 attack up just got knocked down by 30%, bitch. So $20 says no matter what he's gonna do, it's still going to hurt and reasonably kill. Ooh, okay, he's gonna keep dancing, which is not good for us. All right, I might have to switch. Okay, that did a, I was gonna say, a surprising amount. Ooh. Oh, weakness policy. Okay, I was like, what the fuck's weakness pull? Weakness policy. Yeah, I don't need to Dragon Dance anymore. Yeah. Yeah. That 30% is really doing work. You could tell just by how slow it took the my health bar to go down. Alright, and then Kleavor's not great here. I'm honestly a little surprised that Tyranitar went first, but Dragon Dance increased its speed, didn't it? Alright. Alright. Alright, so depending on what we choose, we could probably get through it, but that being said, obviously Killer Croc's just absolutely not worth it. We're gonna need another option. So, just to make my life a little bit easier. Alright, Killer Croc. You're there, but you're out. Everybody else here is good in some way, shape, or form, except for maybe also Articuno. Articuno here isn't necessarily great, other than it avoids some ground moves. What we got going on here with Tentacruel? Special attack 123. Everything else is actually kind of really good as one. So, okay, you know what? That could be really good. You're already 65. What's your deal? Do you have anything else that's... Your move sucks. Toxic Spike is... honestly not necessarily a bad idea. Special attack 188. What was Tentacruel? I think Tentacruel is only like 152. I mean, that being said, it is also several levels ahead. 14 to be exact. Could that be enough to make the difference? I don't even want to bother with Panpour. Does Poliwrath have a fighting move? I mean, if I had... I don't have an actual... Actually, wait, the splits are... Okay, yeah, no, so that's not going to be worth anything. I don't need a second Golduck. maybe Mole Lady could be good. Wake up, slap, and dig. Eh. Let's see. 130 special, 188, but again, that's 65. That's 53. That's 51. That's 128. The biggest thing is ground moves would be strung against Tentacruel. So I think Tentacruel has to theoretically be out just based on that, but the as one is just huge. If I had something that was what's this? 122 speed. Honestly, 122 speed's probably pretty good. Though I wish you had a better thing. Stone Axe on you's pretty decent. Toxic Spikes is good. Ugh, I got hard choices here, chat. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go Primarina because it's already here. I should be able to... Oh wait, I had two spots. Because, yeah, okay. In that case, I think I will bring the Greninja along. Maybe we start off with the Primarina this time around. Mainly just so I can drop off Toxic Spikes. That might not be a bad idea. Drop off Toxic Spikes, make them just immediately less to deal with. That might not be bad. That also being said, we're gonna want to take a quick run to Lavender Town. Teaching you to both surf. Alright, we need that. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. That'll theoretically help. Does that hit? That's a high crit. I'm gonna get rid of the Skull Bash for surf. And then let's see. Confusion, Snap Trap. Stone Axe is good for setup. The more times the user has been hit, the stronger. So that could be cool, but no. How do I want to do this? I'm not really worried about the trap, to be honest, especially with 85 accuracy. I'll get rid of the trap. I'll keep Rage Fist. That seems like that might actually do something. Alright, we got anything else here? Flip turns are not really here. Ice Beam theoretically could be a good addition. I think this is where we get rid of like Confusion specifically, because Confusion realistically isn't going to help. Here, I think I want to get rid of Air Cutter, because I don't need the high crit. The Sucker Punch is going to be much more useful. Ooh, set up Rain Dance? Actually, that might... Actually, you don't... Yeah. Alright. Alright, Primarina is going to be our setup. We're going to turn 1 Toxic Spike, just to make sure that's down. Turn 2 Rain Dance, and then hopefully we can just run an absolute clinic with Golduck and Greninja. Let's see. Anything else that really screams anything? I was gonna say, if we had a actual, like, fairy move. I mean, fairy move... Okay, you know what? Give me Drain Kiss here. I think this is where we get rid of Ice Beam. Ice Beam's cool, but Draining Kiss, especially on Primarina specifically, if I start getting too low on health, I hit Draining Kiss. while I can set everything else up. I think that might be a good call. Alright. Yeah, I don't see anything else specifically. Alright, and then next. Where are you? There we go. Alright, we're gonna give these lucky eggs to Primarina and to Greninja, so that way they level up quicker. And then this is where I wish I had the ability to fly. Just out of curiosity. Alright, you. Oh, did I go withdraw? Alright. I wonder if the game's just being weird. Like, is the game being weird and that's why it's not letting me fly? Do I, like, need to actually teach somebody to fly? Because I could have sworn you should be able to fly after you beat, what's her face? Erica. The fact that, okay, I'm not even gonna question the fact that Cleavor can learn fly. Night Taste is actually really good. Sacred Sword, Frenzy Plant. You know, I don't even care. Because realistically, I'm not even gonna use Roaring Moon. I'm just more so trying to see if I can. Yeah. Okay. No. So fly is just not a thing. That's dumb. I mean, not that it matters where I technically put everything. It's just, you know, make sure everything's at least organized in a way that I actually end up remembering. Alright, quickest way back to Lavender Town is going to be through Diglett Cave. Nope. I'm fairly certain I also turned off, or I guess I should say I turned on Infinite Repel. Which I gotta say, I'm a little surprised we're like halfway through the game and we haven't found the other two skills. Like, at this point, I'm wondering what they could even be. But yeah, I'm hoping one session with the Autonos and the two of them should be up to 68. I would really rather not have to deal with going through this too many times. I mean, granted, we're just gonna hit the fast forward button and speed through all this, so I don't even have to think about it. Alright. Okay, Greninja's out front. I'm gonna save in front of him on the off chance that I accidentally go too fast again. I don't mind the music. Just going quickly, so we don't have to sit through all this. That's Primer. Alright, so we'll have to do this one more time because there's no way we're getting 4 levels for Greninja here. more time, because, again, we have just a crap ton of money. Alright. I'm honestly a little surprised that... Alright. What is attack order? User... Okay, we can actually just slow this down. User calls out, like, underlings, so it's like, has a high crit. That's a 120. You know what? Give me that instead of Breach Fist. Alright, now we pretty much have to take that back up to 400, because this is click A over and over again. Alright, now we'll just have to figure out what do we want to put on, what items we want everybody to hold. Alright, and if I am correct, we can save ourselves a trip back. Perfect, alright. So, item, take... And take. Alright, Primarina's gonna go first because Primarina's just gonna set everything up. Let's see. First things first. High crits. Do we want high crits on anything? Not with Primarina. Probably with Greninja, if anything. I don't think I have any dark moves in specific that anybody really needs. I was gonna say, can I even use that on? Yeah, I can't even swap those. We're not doing steel moves. And then everything else is okay. So I guess we'll put the, what is it, wide scope or scope lens or whatever. Alright. Give Greninja the scope lens to see if we can't get some extra crits out with that. Berries. We didn't see any paralyzed, we didn't see any poison or sleep or burn or anything like that. Ooh, we did see who did what to who? Oh, it was Amistar that did the thing, but the odds of him clicking that are slim to none. Lift confusion, super effective water fighting. Again, the problem is we're not going to be really hitting a lot of super effectives. Normal move. Okay, it raises the attack stat in a pinch, speed in a pinch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let's give this to Primarina and just get Primarina's speed up. I think everything else should be chill. Alright, let's get up to Brock, save. But I think this is going to be the team that we need. I think this will give us the just enough that we need. I think Primarina comes out, gets the speed up just in case. I think we should at least be able to set up both Toxic Spikes and Rain Dance. And then from there, it's like it kind of sucks that we're going to sack Primarina, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run, right? I mean, you set up Stealth Rocks, which that's the problem because... Okay, yeah, so theoretically, okay, maybe first turn we go for the kill. Oh almost start coming out. Interesting choice. I guess we'll hit Surf. Ah, okay. Well, special defense went down. Surf is getting boosted by range, stab damage. Yeah, that was just a mistake on your part. Good job. Now I think we just keep clicking Surf. At worst, if it kills, we just switch to something else. Alright, this kills easily. Hopefully whatever it sends out next is slow, so we can kiss it. Give it a good old smooch. Ooh, you get to give Max the best pets. He'll appreciate that. He loves some good pets. Ooh, that actually works out for us. Oh, I see what you're doing, you son of a bitch. Unfortunately, I think you're going to be faster. Yeah. This would have been a perfect time to give a smooch, though. Oh, and a crit? Gross. Alright, so... we lose out on our rain dance, sadly. That being said, I'm going to send out Greninja in hopes for a higher crit chance. That, and I'm confident in the fact that Greninja should, yeah, it's going to say move faster. So I'm hoping, interesting. I'm surprised. Well, I hope that doesn't kill. God damn, it does? Okay, that's kind of nuts. Alright, poison takes down a little bit more. Alright. I think this is where it's time for the duck to shine. Take out a little bit of damage, move faster than the Tyranitar. That should kill. Special attack up. Clear everything else that comes out. I know last time, this is around the time Aerodactyl came out, right? Okay, so interesting that Aerodactyl comes out here. Alright. It goes first. It kills the duck. But that's fine. Unless we get a crit here, which would be nice. Because crit kills. 110% crit kills. Alright. Alright, on the off chance that we survive. Yeah, that's not enough to survive. I was gonna say, off chance we survive, we hit the Stone Axe, and literally anything that comes out, we're pretty much nuking. We're set. Alright, we send out the bear. We know we can handle a dual wing beat. Great Tusk. Interesting choice. Biggest issue here is going to be the fact that it's going to do a fighting move. Is there something I can do? No, there's probably nothing I can really do here. I think I have to just hit out. Okay, not what I was expecting. Going for knockoff felt weird. Aerodactyl again. Aerodactyl comes back out. Though I would argue that Aerodactyl should be, what's the word I'm looking for? No longer Mega Evolve. That being said, it lost out on its Dragon Dance? Which, you know, dumb idea on its part. Alright, and then finally Arcanine. Realistically going to go first, but if I hit this Bulldoze, it's dead. Ooh, GG's. Okay, cool. That's Brock down. Literally, one little change, and we're set. Oh no, a focus sash. Whatever will I do? Oh yeah, that. Get wrecked. Aerodactylite, okay. Stone Edge, okay. So, I'm not gonna lie, kind of tempting to teach Stone Edge instead of Rock Slide to... well, actually, let's take a look at it, because Cleavor could actually be pretty good with Stone Edge. I think it was like 70 something, right? Stone Edge, 71. It does have a... Ooh, it's only a... Ooh, yeah, if it's only a 90 accuracy... I'm honestly thinking... Yeah, lose 10 accuracy, but gain 25 power. And it has a high crit chance. Honestly, I think we go with the Stone Edge instead of coping the flinch. Because Cease Edge, really great. Psychic Fang has come and saved our butts a good handful of times. I think we got to drop Rock Slide. Then I think if Stone Edge seems to not be working for us, I think we have the TM for Rock Slide anyways. I'm hoping Stone Edge will give us that extra little oomph, so if we run into something, we'll have that slightly better chance of killing it. Because I think Rock Slide, with the setup we have right now, is pretty much guaranteed. Like, if it's super effective, it's gonna kill. I think with Stone Edge, I think at that point we're probably... Oh, I need to pull up the scope lens. Because that might be going on to Cleavor here in a minute. Because scope lens plus already a high crit chance, I think that's probably going to be good. Alright, we're going to take that. Yeah, put that in the bag. Bag that. What do you got? Wide lens. Take that. Black belt. Yeah, bag that. Loaded dice. We'll take that, even though low dice was actually just really good for Embor. You actually get to keep your Kangaskhanite. Oh yeah, I should... Alright, somebody remind me to eventually set aside all of my possible Mega Evolution Pokemon. I feel like I should probably change up my team to see if I can actually do that. Alright. I guess the question is... You know what? Screw it. Let's just go try and fight Misty. Let's see if fighting Misty is like the last one that I need to go and deal with, because every other gym leader that we faced so far has had... Oh, didn't want to go down. Has had a Mega Evolution except for Brock and Misty. Lieutenant Surge was the first one that pulled that one out, so they're probably wanting me to go back through and deal with them. Which 20 bucks says we're going to have to once again create a whole new team just to deal with Misty. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like Killer Croc, 100% out, not gonna be useful. The Duck, probably not useful. I'm trying to think, do I even have any electric types that like stand out at all? I think I have a Manetrike, which I don't think I have the Mega Stone for that, but let me guess, I need to go face Lieutenant Surge to get that, which if I had to go do that, I'm not looking forward to it. I at least have Thunderbolt as a teachable move, which that'll cover the majority of any problems that I'm going to run into. Alright. Under the assumption that we're just going to go in there and try our best for the first attempt. Oh look, it's raining all of a sudden. Save in front of her, so that way I can have a nice easy reset point. We're going to start off with our Rillaboom. probably gonna hate her team. Because from what I remember, her team was already just annoying to begin with. Okay. She's gonna immediately switch, isn't she? Because isn't the whole deal with Palafin switching out? Yeah, and then bringing it back in, and then it becomes the whole thing. Which, you know, whatever. I'll take a little bit of damage there. I mean... Yeah. Alright, 20 bucks says if I had an electric type out, she wouldn't just immediately put out Gyarados. Okay, so... Let's see... I guess we... Oh, right, Mega Gyarados. I forgot that that was a thing. Ah, crap. That's probably gonna hurt. Didn't hurt nearly as much as I thought it was going to, so I'll take that. Ooh. Okay, mistake on your part. What does Gyarados' typing change to? Because clearly it loses flying. Ugh. I mean, you're realistically gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say, realistically, you're hitting Ice Beam here. There's no two ways about it. You're just gonna hit Ice Beam. Alright. So, I would specifically need a Dragon move or a Fairy move to be particularly great here. Biggest problem here is the one Dragon move that I have is specifically on something that's weak to Ice. That's just gonna be annoying. I'm gonna go Dragon Claw. I was gonna say, I was hoping that I was gonna be faster. Probably should realize I wasn't going to be. Okay, it's not gonna kill. That's a good news. Maybe I'll get lucky. Yeah, no. All right, I'm gonna go Oblivion Wing. And so long as it doesn't crit, I should be fine. All right, Oblivion Wing. I would hope will give me enough health back. Oh yeah. All right. So Kingdra is out. Should have just went with the wing. But now we know. We know. Super effective. Not a big deal. Kingdra is genuinely just one of those super fast Pokemon to begin with. I should have known that it was going to be faster. Whatever comes out here, I'm probably going to hit Oblivion Wing again, just in general hopes. Well, that doesn't necessarily help me and or hurt me. Really? Seismitoad's faster? I find that hard to believe. Do you have like Swift Swim or something like that? Because that doesn't feel right. That does not feel right. This would be great for the boom. Ugh. Killer's not a great option. Papa Bear's not a great option. Literally, Duck arguably best option here, so I guess let's just go with this and hope for the best. I'm gonna go for Why do you have Power Whip? Does that even make sense? Also, what? What? Okay, Life Orbed. Life Orbed Seismitoad. Okay, cool. Alright, well. Alright, well, yep, cool. Alright, I just gotta go for my strong. Yeah, Wave Crash is gonna kill. It's raining, it's super effective, it's stab, it has Life Orb on top of it, it's a move. Yeah. Okay, Seismitoad busted. Got it. Alright, we are 100% gonna need a team that's gonna try and full counter here. Alright, I'm gonna assume that Wave Crash kills this Seismitoad. Between the recoil and the Life Orb. It didn't even need the Life Orb. Okay. I mean, granted, Papa Bear is not gonna be able to handle the next, 3 things that come out? Yeah. There it is, and you know that Palafin's gonna be stupid fast. Let's try Gear Shift. Never mind. That's a wave crash. Okay. I was waiting to see if it also had life orb for some reason. I'm assuming it. I was like, no, there's no way that actually has life orb. Okay. So that's definitely annoying. Clearly it has this battle has like the coverage of grass with like plenty of ice moves. Having to worry about I guess switch into Mega Gyarados is annoying. Alright, Rillaboom, huge. Papa Bear, 100% out. Killer, 100% out. We have a very big weakness to water, to say the least. Like, you two aren't y'all aren't necessary, like, you two aren't bad, but you're also not, like, great either. If I can't, like, I guess, build a whole team specifically for Misty, I'll add you two in, but I'm gonna hope that I can figure something out. Alright, well, first things first. Meowscarada and Decidueye, great options here. Manectric, again, not necessarily probably something I would want to like choose immediately, but certainly better than the options that we kind of have in front of us at the exact moment. Let's see. Fomantis is usually a pretty good option. Electrode is a solid electric type. Are you grass? You're grass dark. Alright, you guys are like stupid strong. It might not be bad to bring you. And ooh, actually Electros. Would we want to try the Mantine? I don't feel like we want to. Pikachu's cool and all, but I'm good. Turtwig would probably just be more of a hindrance because it's going to be eventually part ground. Weeping Wail could theoretically be interesting, but I don't know if I actually have a Leaf Stone on me. You know, oh, and Blitzel. I didn't see Blitzel there. Or I guess Zebra Strike. Okay. Let's switch this around in a way where I can be like, okay, this is like the electrics, this is the grasses. Because I need what? 5 options? Let's see. I think Brute Bonnet, like just for what its base stats are going to be, that's going to be just really good to have. Same with like Electros. Like Electros should be just insane overall. Then I think from here, I think I go Zebra Strike over Manectric. Has attack and special attack when its HP is at... Ugh, I don't like that. Volt Absorb. Turns electricity into HP. Well, that's very useless to me. 111 versus 81, and that's doubled. Special attack's 1. You actually have Fusion Bolt. You have Volt Switch and okay. All right, Manectric. Based on what you already have, you're in. And then I think I'm probably just gonna take the 2 starters. If I could have grassy terrain for you, that'd be great. Ooh, you do have the dragon move for, okay. And then you also have the dragon move. Okay, yeah. I'm hoping I have a grass move. Oh, I think I have, what, Solar Blade or whatever? Maybe I come in, teach one of them Sunny Day, have the other one come out with Solar Blade. That might be a play. All right. I have what? 4 lucky stones. Or lucky eggs, I should say. All right. First off, you get it because you're quite literally the lowest. You're the second lowest. Third lowest. And fourth lowest. And with that being said, I'll put Meowscarada up front so that way they can get the most out of the just raw XP. And everybody else can kind of just siphon off. Alright. As much as I want to turn this up, we'll probably turn it up to 200 speed, realistically. Wait, which was way faster? Through here, yeah. Yeah, because I can just, yeah. I can't wait to be able to use fly. I'm not looking forward to the Elite Four. Also, if there's Sevi Islands in this, I might just say screw it. I don't want to deal with it. Okay, we're gonna speed it up to 2. Anchor shot, huh? Steel move, 180. Fake out's really good. Sludge wave and poison. We'll get rid of counter for anchor shot, even though I probably won't keep it. Snipe shot. I think the problem is yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think Brute Bonnet's gonna be very high on. Yeah, I don't think Snipe Shot's gonna be worth it. If it was a grass move, I'd probably go with it, but no, I don't think I want Flail. Attack and yeah, you're definitely more of an attacker. Branch Poke. Ooh, Branch Poke, not super strong, but at least stab. Fake Out's good just to get some first. For a first bit of damage. May also poison those. You know what? I'll get rid of Poison Powder and just keep Sludge Wave. Magnitude? I don't think with the moves that it already has, I'd rather do Magnitude. Alright, are you ever gonna learn to move? Silver Wind, huh? Big stat boost. I think I could probably get rid of Headlong Rush. Because stat boost might not be bad, but I'm gonna hold off. I think U-turn is just nice to have a get out of jail free. Well, not get out of jail free card, but get out of. Ooh, Struggle Bug. Lowers its special. Okay, so lowers special attack. No U-turn. Get rid of. Okay, we can get rid of Headlong Rush because we're at least not dealing with things that are going to be affected by ground. Okay, does Electros just like not learn any moves? Stone Axe on Robin Hood. Stone Axe is a good move to have. Maybe we make Robin Hood here our setup, teach it Sunny Day. Hit Stone Axe, then Sunny Day. That might not be bad. I think we get rid of Aerial Ace for that. I have to specifically look at stats and see who would technically be better at using Solar Blade. Acrobatics, there's just no. In a game where everybody needs to essentially be holding an item at all times. Triple Axle. I know Triple Axle is actually really strong. Fire Fang's good. Blue Flare. Honestly, 130, 85. Chloral. Like, honestly, like, I mean, I'm keeping Chloroblast. I think we'll get rid of Fire Fang. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up teaching Thunderbolt, but Triple Axle's gonna go, but we'll put it there for now. Icicle Spear. I mean, ugh. Nah. We're not gonna learn Pain Split. Alright, all things considered, I think we made a good little bit of progress here with the little bit we got going. Pedal Dance, huge. Alright. We're gonna get rid of Anchor Shot. Yeah, I'll get locked into it, but I can honestly give Root Bonnet the Confusion Berry. Ancient Power. Giving him the Confusion Berry would actually be really insane. Alright. And with that, YouTube, if you made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you for your time. Sorry it hasn't been that exciting of a video, but then again, I guess I'm not horribly worried about it because a lot of the times none of y'all actually make it this far in the video anyways. If you did make it this far, hi, how you doing? I really appreciate you. You're one of the real ones. So, it is what it is. We'll figure it out either way. I'll go ahead, I'll keep doing this until everybody's up at level cap, and then we'll start the next recording for the episode. So at least you won't have to sit through a boring beginning. We'll start off with Misty, which should be fun. Either way, once again, thank you all for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.